Hello, MQRT. Alright, guys, well, it looks like we've got a decent amount of people here, so we're going to jump right in here to the new Winter War. I can't wait to see what this has to offer, so let's just hit launch and see what we get. So right away, there's going to be a campaign map. This is interesting. Campaign mode, you can see the current state of the war, and if there are multiple options available, choose the next mission. Which leads me to believe that more than likely we will be able to make some different decisions as times progress. So in order to secure its borders in the Baltic region, the Soviet Union has demanded Finland to cede territory around Leningrad. After suggested territorial changes are refused, the massive Red Army prepares to achieve them by force. And of course, we are going to be playing, I believe, as the Finns, or are we playing as the Soviets? Guys, I don't even know myself. We're about to find out. We're going to go ahead and we'll continue. We'll launch this scenario, and hopefully do pretty damn well. So let's start the selected scenario and see what we have to face here. The Soviet bear is certainly not going to be friendly to us. We've got to make sure to tame him well. Several days ago, Soviet units have crossed our border, capturing the town of Suzhary. The overwhelming strength of the Red Army deployed north of Lake Ladoga has certainly caught us by surprise. A whole division of Soviet troops has been deployed for each main road leading west into Finland. The enemy intends to quickly overrun and destroy our forces in the area of Ladoga, Karelia. It appears, however, that their advance will be confined to narrow roads, as Soviet commanders are unable or unwilling to move infantry and vehicle cross-country. That's going to be important later. Pursued by the enemy advance guard, some of our forward units have abandoned their positions and are retreating in panic. Resolving this situation quickly will greatly benefit our chances in the battle ahead. We may be heavily outnumbered, but the army of Finland, fighting on familiar ground, must stand firm and use the harsh terrain to halt the Soviet advance. I like it, guys. I like it a lot. So we're going to go ahead. We're starting the game. And we already know right away that we have some infantry over here, which is going to be attacking essentially the enemy on the road. We know the enemy is going to only use this road. And that is definitely something to keep in mind. We also have to evacuate quite a number of cargo trucks. So I'm going to make sure to evacuate these trucks as best I can and get the hell out of here. So we could deploy a few units. I think I'm definitely going to deploy one right here, some Finnish infantry, if we have enough command points to do so. And let's go ahead and deploy a Finnish infantry up here as well, and maybe one more down here. I'm hoping that's all we're going to need, but if we do need more, I do believe we can go ahead and purchase some stuff. So for now, I'm just going to take a look here. We definitely want to get these trucks out of here, but right now we can't do anything. We're just waiting for the turn to end, essentially. And we want to make use of the fact that the enemy is going to have to use these roads to travel. So that should definitely put us in fairly good position. Okay, let's go ahead. End the deployment phase, and best of luck to Finland. They are attacking already. Alright, so they're definitely hitting us hard along the road. We're going to have to do something to stop this. And I'm assuming bringing up some of our infantry is going to be a huge bonus. But of course, I don't want to use the roads too much. And more specifically, I don't want to get into a position where I have to fight the enemy in an armored vehicle. That's not something I'm looking for. So we're going to go ahead. I'm going to go and reinforce this unit in the woods. We shouldn't have gone for elite repair. I could have just gone for regular repair. And I'm going to start moving these guys down. We're going to use the woods mainly for our attack force. We're going to be moving in this area because obviously the enemy is going to use the road. And we want to stop that. We want to basically stop them from chasing us as best we can, even if it means sacrificing a few of our units. So I'm actually going to move this infantry unit back a bit. As for this guy here, I believe we can bring him some reinforcements, and that's exactly what we'll do. We'll also start moving this guy over here to begin the ambush if necessary. Let's see, and just want to make sure that I've moved all of my units. I think we're pretty good. So we're going to end the turn here and give it over to the Russians. So remember, guys, we've got to get those trucks out of there, and that's not going to be an easy job. Alright, looks like they're going to try to hit us in the woods, and if not, we've got a perfect ambush right there with this unit. And yep, they're chasing us. Something tells me we're going to do a lot better here in the woods than them. Well, not bad. Alright, guys. So obviously Kola is going to be the main place we don't want to lose. And if we can actually hold the Eotiki Bridge for a certain number of turns, which is this right here, that's going to be a bonus. I'm definitely going to try to hold that bridge. So once again, moving these forces back. In fact, this time I might move these forces forward. Give me a second here, because I think we can probably do a lot of damage to that Russian unit. And while we're doing that, we can move these guys back, start bringing them some reinforcements, and essentially just replacing our troops as we need to do. As you can see, I'm going to go to the crossroads here, and I think I am going to go ahead and open fire. We will turn off those tutorial messages here in a second. I reloaded the game after a long time, so that's why those are popping up. And let's go ahead and take this unit as well. I'm going to move him into the forest. So just so he's prepared, over here near Ateyoki. Also got a few units over here, and I think I want to move them across the river to sort of hit the enemy before they even expect to be hit. We can bring some reinforcements to this unit here. So I'm going to do that, and I'm also going to move this unit right up there. We could probably open fire right in front of Papero and hopefully get some nice kills. I love the German-style helmets on the Finns. As you know, the Finns did get their uniforms from the Germans, so this makes sense. Some very beautiful helmets there. Helms, as they would say, and hopefully they're going to serve us well. Alright, we're going to end the turn. First, let me see if we can purchase any units. I believe we can. Some Finnish ski troops. Very cool. And I'm going to put them over here. Actually, I might even put them by Ayotoki, but I think I'm going to put them by Papiero. Let's go ahead and end our turn. Leave it to the Soviets. See who's unmoved. Ah, okay. I'm actually going to move these guys north, because we don't want the enemy to take Aitoki. So let's end our turn. Alright, they're definitely going to try to hit us at the crossroads. I expected that, and they can actually get a flanking attack here, so they can do quite a lot of damage to us. So that's why we keep retreating and reinforcing these units. Looks like the Russians are taking the same advice, going into the woods to get some reinforcements, so I guess they're not going to stay on the road the entire time, but I'm pretty sure we can make them pay for this. Throw some Molotovs. Alright, so the first thing we want to do, of course, is to... Sorry guys, we'll turn that off. Move back and immediately get some new units. I'm actually going to move this unit... No, actually I won't. Let me see how the ski troops do against these units right here. And they're going to do very well. We can actually bring some units to flank, so that's why I've got these guys here. This is why I brought them across the river. I'm going to try to get behind the enemy. We may even try to take Suoyarvi back. Probably not going to be possible, but... You know, no harm in trying, I think. And I'm going to open fire here on this unit. I'm not leaving Papiero unguarded, so we're going to open fire here. And actually, that was a pretty nice shot. I'll take that any day. It's a decent trade-off. Okay, we're still trying to get these trucks out of here to Toyarvi. I'm guessing this is where we need to bring the trucks to. Of course, remember, we don't have to save these trucks to win the battle. This would just be an extra sort of objective that we want to finish and complete. And let me move these guys up. Let me move these guys way back. And let's hope for the best. So the primary objective is to hold the two main points, which would be Toyarvi over here and Loimola. So if we can hold these for 20 turns, I'm pretty sure we get a victory, and that's what we're going for. Like I said, this is our first look into the Winter War, so I don't want to go for... I want to be humble. I don't want to go for a crazy objective, but if it can happen, it can happen. Alright, let's end the turn. And we've still got this guy. I'm going to keep moving him north. So I think eventually he's going to assist us in defending this bridge. They're going to try to save their units. And I think they're going to hit that 5. Maybe not. They might go for the 7. Makes sense. We'll bring our ski troops up and deal some blows to them. I'm surprised our men did not retreat. Those are some brave Finns right there. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to move them to Papero and bring them some reinforcements. And I'm going to bring these guys in. Now, sadly, they can't quite get to this location this turn. But I will tell you one thing. Our Finnish, our ski troops, I should say, certainly can. And they might even be able to wipe out this Russian unit. Very nice. Not bad at all. So actually, we managed to kill quite a few of them. Over here, obviously, I wouldn't attack, but I am going to go ahead and request some reinforcements. And like I said, we just keep using attrition to really crush the Russians here. One of the ways we could do that is maybe cut off their roads. Is this possible? I'm really tempted just to go and hit him, but I think we're going to try this. Cut off this guy's supply as best we can. Move this guy into the forest. And we're going to hit this unit right here. Actually, yeah, we'll hit this one. If we hit the strongest one, then quite frankly, neither of them is going to be strong enough to take on this unit. So I'm going to open fire with the Finnish engineers. Some flamethrower action in there. We actually managed to push them back. These trucks the hell out of here. Let's see. Alright. Just making sure we've gotten everybody. We've always got this unit that we never move. I'm going to move him north towards Aitoki. And hopefully, when the enemy gets here, we're going to be right there waiting for them. Okay. Wish us the best of luck, men. Let's see how we do. Actually, we can still get one more attack, and you bet your socks I'm going to use it. Nothing. Now the Soviets are in trouble. We're going to go ahead, we're going to move forward, take that crossroads once again. I told you, this is Finnish territory. They're not getting any of it. And we'll go ahead and end the turn. This is where we made a slight mistake, because of course the enemy can get flanking fire from several locations here. I'm not really that concerned, though. I think we're going to do just fine. But I don't like how the enemy's trying to get into the woods. They're learning from us. Molotov! Not bad. Okay, so we'll take our ski troops. I'm pretty sure our ski troops can get over here this turn. And indeed they can. Also cut the enemy off from the rest of their forces. Oh, I love those Molotovs. And we could actually attack the enemy here, but I think the best thing to do is going to be to bring reinforcements to these troops. Same with our troops right here. And we can get 10, getting it straight from the citizenry, of course. move forward a little bit more and finish off this unit entirely. Send these Russians back to Moscow in body bags. I like it. I'm not going to move forward. I'm going to stay in the woods there. I don't see the point. And as for these fellows, there's a few things we could do. I'm going to move these guys forward, kill them, and then we can probably take this 5, move them into the woods, and bring them from some reinforcements, or we could also just attack that 3 and get rid of them entirely. So, let's try that. We're Finns, we don't need reinforcements. Nice. Got that guy back, and I'm going to move this unit right there into the woods once again, waiting for some more Russian troops. Of course, we're still moving with these trucks, trying to get them out of here. But this is a nasty climate, you know, it's even on the roads. These are icy roads. We've got to be very careful with our movements. Make sure we've gotten everybody. Now, this guy we're not moving because we don't want to move him out of the forest. And we shall end. Nah, I don't really want to move this guy either. I think I'm going to leave him there. But then again, we could bring some reinforcements to him, so that's what we'll do. Oh, the Russians have some heavy troops they're moving up. That is definitely a machine gun. And that's not a Russian machine gun either. That looks like a 50 cal. Is that Lend-Lease? I'm not sure, but it definitely looks like an American machine gun. And it looks like they have some artillery too, so we should be a little careful at this point. Okay, first things first, I want to save this guy desperately. So we're moving him back. We're going to go ahead and reinforce. And actually, it wasn't a lot of reinforcement at all. I expected a lot more than that. Now, I'm really tempted to leave this position, but what do you guys think? I'm tempted to leave this position and chase these Russians, but part of me is thinking it's better to stay in the woods and just hold out. So I'm going to let you guys decide. What do you guys think we should do in this situation? I'm also going to continue moving these trucks the hell out of here as this is going on, and I will, of course, finally have gotten these troops to Ayatolki. And over here, I don't need as many suggestions because I already know what I want to do, and that is take back Suliarvi. So we're going to go for it. A counterattack, as it were. And we'll actually move some of these guys into the woods, maybe tempt the enemy to chase us. I don't care if we're going to take a hit here, because what I'm really trying to do is whittle down the force. Now, I didn't expect to take -4, but expect to take -2. It happens, though. This is war. Make sure we've got everybody moved. And I'm going to take a look here at what you guys think. Stay, be wise. Olá, Nuno Inácio, como estás? Thanks, man. Stay in the woods. All right, I like it. I like everybody saying stay in the woods. I think you guys have absolutely the right idea here. All right. So we shall stay in the forest with these troops, for now at least, and wait for those Soviets to make some sort of mistake. We'll, of course, bring reinforcements to these troops in the woods, too, just to make sure that they are in the best fighting capacity possible. Let's end our turn. Yes, we know. Boom, there's that artillery again. That's going to be a pain, I can tell already. Okay, they've taken back Suliarvi. I thought they were going to just let us steal it, but apparently not. And it looks like there's some disloyal Finns willing to join the Red Army. Oh no, we've got an armored car. This could be problematic. Maybe not. Alright, looks like neither the engineers nor the armored car was able to get the upper hand on that one. Nice! Incredible fight back by our men. -3. I mean, that's amazing. And we were at a strength of, what, 5? That is absolutely exceptional. So we're going to take a look here at this armored car. I want to see just how much damage we can do, and it's not looking great. And these are engineer units, so I would expect that engineer units especially will be able to do some damage here. But I've been wrong before, so I'm not messing with that armored car. I'm kind of actually concerned about what to do with it. Let's go ahead and open fire here on this unit. We know we can take that out. Boom. And actually, I will chase. Kill them boys! Nice. Oh, they're done. So at this point, the best thing I can do, I think, is just hold fast, stay in these woods, and wait for that armored car to pass by. Hopefully we can hit it at that point. As for these guys, I want to move them back, get them some much-needed reinforcements, and send an entirely new group of Finns for the Russians to deal with. They're probably going to be like, who the hell are these guys? Where did they come from? Well, it's too late anyway. We're going to go ahead, keep hitting them, and we're going to move this unit up as well. Do the same on this side, and we're getting a flanking attack. In fact, we should have moved both of them up before attacking. There we go. They're going to retreat. And over here, we could also hit this unit right here and actually do quite a bit of damage. But something tells me it might be a better idea to jump back and go to the woods and keep waiting. I think so anyway. I might be wrong. So let's do that. We're going to jump back, get the hell out of here, and unfortunately leave the people there to their fate. I'm still leaving that unit right there. And, let's end our turn. At least we see that artillery piece now. And he's probably going to go for the stragglers. Yes, unfortunately. Oh, they're in trouble. Well, if we can keep that armored car chasing the stragglers, we're going to be a lot better off. Molotov. Nice. I think we can finish off this infantry unit. And basically, any Russian troops leaving these, I guess, initial cities are going to get vaporized. That's going to be our goal, is just to destroy any of the guys leaving these cities. We don't want them crossing into Papero. We don't want them crossing any of these bridges. And there we go. A group of supply trucks has eluded the Soviet pursuit and retreated safely behind Finnish lines. Its cargo has been unloaded and distributed among our forces. And we've got one more supply truck to send up there, and we would have completed one of our objectives. Not a main objective, just sort of an optional one. And one thing I want to do, bring some reinforcements here, and let's hit this unit with everything we've got. I don't care if we have to move out of the woods, I'll do it temporarily. Beautiful. I'm going to leave those guys there. I don't want to move forward too much, and we'll move these guys into the woods, bring them some reinforcements. Maybe we should move our units here at this bridge forward. Might not be such a bad idea. So I'm actually, actually I'll keep them there. So indecisive for a Finn. Watch out for Artie, says Nunu. Absolutely. Kill the true strength unit. Kill the armored car. We got so many differing suggestions. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay, let's jump up. Evil Man, we're gonna let you go for now because you're not behaving. You really gotta start behaving, man. So I'm gonna put you on timeout for a bit. Alright, guys, so we're back. Anyway, let's take a look here, and I'm gonna take a look. Should we go forward or not? I'm not really sure. I think I'm gonna stay here with this guy, or actually, we could always get back to this point if we need to. I think the best idea is put this guy in the woods, make the Russians think there's nothing here at all, have them move forward, get annihilated, and we come out the victors. As for this unit, we're going to move him back. And look at these sneaky Russians. They're right behind us. I was going to bring reinforcements to this guy, but now that I know they're trying to get behind us in the woods, we'll keep hitting them. In fact, I'll chase them, which is not something that we usually do in this campaign specifically. Let's move forward here. Open fire. We've got this guy trapped in a crossfire. One of the few times I will leave the woods, just to finish off some stragglers. Good shooting, boys. And that was great. Right there in the woods north of Papero, clearly a lot of Finns willing to join our cause, and that is absolutely awesome. Okay. I think we can end the turn and kind of see what the Russians do here. Still got that artillery, and I could sneak some Finnish ski troops behind there and hit it, but I'm not sure I want to go to all the trouble. Another reason we're getting hit with artillery is because we're staying in the open for that attack. We can't be so greedy. We've got to let these Russians run away a little bit and allow them to do that, because if we stay in the woods, that arty's not going to be nearly as effective. Now I'm hoping that the armored car's in the forest, that we can get much better kills on it. I might be wrong, but that's my assumption. The one good thing is it's chasing a unit that is not that important at all. And that artillery gun is open for the kill as well. Alright. River line. Successful delaying action against the Soviet advance has given us a time to set up defensive positions behind the Itoki River. So we got it, guys. We've got our bunkers built behind the Itoki. That is a huge, huge deal. Of course, that means we don't have to worry nearly as much about protecting this area. We can send some reinforcing troops and really help our boys out. So I want to see first if we can do any damage. We still can't do damage to that armored car. And I'm thinking that, quite frankly, it might be best just to let that armored car kind of be an eyesore and just keep hitting this artillery piece. You know, obviously the bunkers can definitely stop the armored car. I'm not worried about that. Our troops, on the other hand, not so good. Attack the artillery! Oh yes. Take that crossroads back. I'm telling you, that is our crossroads. I don't get what they don't seem to understand. That belongs to us. So we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna let those guys retreat. That's fine. And I'll go south. I want these guys back in the forest. Out of the way of that artillery. And we'll hit them with our ski troops. No one expects the ski troops. It's like the Spanish Inquisition, only deadlier. We'll move these guys forward. Oh, we can move them right there on the border of the forest. I think that's probably a decent idea. I really want to chase that armored car, but there's just no points. So we'll stay put. We'll go ahead and bring some reinforcements. Reinforcements over here, and actually, once again, once we go into these dense woods, we seem to get many more reinforcements. We're back up to 7, which if I were the driver of the armored car, I would be pretty damn annoyed. Let's see what the Russians will do here, and actually, we may be able to purchase a unit. Let's go ahead and get some more Finnish ski troops. I love these guys, and so far, they've helped us dramatically. So, I'm trying to see, do we want to put him near Papero or near Agajarvi? I feel pretty secure down here in the south, so actually let's put him in the middle. That way we can really make an informed decision, I guess you could say. I love these ski troops. They're so cool. Alright, let's end the turn. Who didn't move? Actually, alright, fair enough. I was not paying attention to him. I think we could still find that Russian straggler unit. Yes, we can. But of course, he's run, so we're just gonna have to deal with him next turn. And we can still bring some reinforcements to these guys. Stay on the road. They're not supposed to go in the woods. So they can still hit us with the arty, but it looks like maybe, maybe not. The trees give us a little bit better cover. So much artillery, wow. Okay, wow, so incredibly, our men actually did manage to get one kill on the armored car. It's not going to make much of a difference. And in fact, I'm still tempted to keep hitting that artillery. I am going to keep hitting it. I know it's risky. I know we should probably run for the woods, but it's too tempting. I mean, that thing is right there. It's just begging to get shot at. So we are going to keep those guys out here. Obviously, with these guys, not much we can do, but get some reinforcements, get some fresh troops. Same with these men here. In fact, we should get a really decent army here. Move these guys to the woods north or east of Ayatoki, I guess you would say. And I'm still not sure what to do with these ski troops. I feel like maybe we should send them through the middle and see where the hell they end up. As you can see, they can traverse unexplored or difficult terrain with ease. You know, these guys have skis for a reason. Other units would take a lot of attrition damage or just take a long time to move from here to here. Not attrition damage, take a lot longer. In this case, these guys can move with ease. So let's get these guys back. Actually, didn't expect them to start reinforcing. That's okay, though. We'll reinforce too. And at this point, we wait. Some artillery strikes sure to come. Might have been getting devastating artillery strikes from the Soviets, so that might continue. We'll have to see. And here we go, they're moving forward. A lot more guys near Suyotomi, which is concerning me a little bit. Maybe it's time to send that Finnish ski troop down south. It might not be a bad idea. And they're definitely starting to use the forest as well. They are learning, surely but slowly. And I can imagine artillery shells like this crashing into the woods, splintering trees. It would be a nightmare. And the splinters of the trees themselves would become basically a deadly trap, really. Okay, those guys managed to get out of there. We gotta be more safe. And they're really trying to push their advantage here by Suyotomi, so we've got to hit them hard and make sure that they know that we are in charge. Okay, first things first, I want to get these guys over here and reinforce a little bit. We are the masters of the forest. Leave! Beautiful. We're going to get these guys forward too. Kind of want to reinforce them, but I don't think we have the time to do so. I think we need to keep attacking. For these guys, once again, I might go ahead and go for the crossfire, but I think these guys probably could use with some reinforcements. So let's do that, and we're bringing these ski troops down from the center of the map to help over here. We also have these guys, just in case, you know, we can always attack with these guys, but I think they're making a major push here, and we've got to be concerned about that. Can we do any damage? No. I'm going to send this guy back here to try to hit the enemy artillery, try to catch it. And otherwise, I think we're just going to stay put. End our turn. It's fine with me. They're making it towards Papero. They're trying to make it towards Papero, but I think they're moving a little too fast for their own good. Not bad, Russians. Not bad. It's not going to save you, but... some effective artillery fire there. Oh boy, we've got a BT-7. That's almost certainly a BT-7, and I'm pretty sure there's nothing we can do against that. So this really is a game of time now. We're really trying to beat the time, I guess the amount of time we have left. Because we've got armored cars here, and there's not much we can do against the armored cars. They're going to hit the 3 for sure. Alright, our boys still managed to survive, though. It's beautiful, and at this point, I'm going to go ahead and start converging. So there we go, Soviet steel. We've received reports about the presence of Soviet tanks at the front lines. The shortage of anti-tank weapons and training is causing panic amongst the Finnish troops. And hopefully there will be another event that will occur, giving us that desperately needed reinforcement back. Might not. Yeah, these guys really don't want us to get a good kill, huh? Alright, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to move here and reinforce. And we're going to move these boys here and reinforce too. move these Finnish troops down and smash the enemy totally. Told you these ski troops are incredible. You can throw as much artillery at us as you want. It doesn't matter if we got those ski troops on hand. And once again, just going to bring some reinforcements. For now, we just want to keep running with these guys. Get the hell out of here. These men desperately need reinforcements. We're going to move them south. And we'll end the turn. I'm really curious to see what this armored car and his buddy, the BT-7, are going to do. Keep your heads down! Those of you joining, we are of course taking a look at the new Winter War DLC for Order of Battle, and we're quite deep into the first part. There's a lot left here, and we've got a lot of work ahead of us. Not bad, managing to do a little bit of damage to the armored car. And I don't know why they just left this unit out here for us to shoot, but it's too tempting. Let's go ahead and get rid of him. Nice. Once again, just going to keep reinforcing as need be. But notice we're not pushing out of the woods yet. I'm just not going to do that. I think it's a bad idea. But it's about time we hit these guys hard. Let's start hitting them at home. There we go. I'm willing to take the actual manpower loss right now. Yes, for certain. Still taking shots from that artillery, but as long as we can keep them focused here, that makes me a little happier. And obviously, guys, each turn that goes by is one turn closer to victory. So we've just got to hold off these behemoths. We finally lost our first Finnish unit, and very brave Finns they were. But so far, we're doing a decent job at holding these guys off. We've just got to keep it up. Boys, we're going to move these Finnish ski troops back for once. And that's it. They're going for broke. They're attacking us with everything they have in an attempt to stop us, even with their 3 unit here. They're not even going for reinforcements. And this might work, especially if they use their armored car. Let's take a look. You might manage to take this unit out. Actually, they didn't. Not bad. Okay, well now we get to have some fun. First thing I'm going to do, get this guy the hell out of here. And actually, I didn't mean to do it that way. Oh dear. We're not going to go back, forget that. We have the codes to go back, but I'm just not going to do that. It's just not fair. And we'll open fire here. Get rid of that unit. As for these guys, I'm moving them deeper into the forest. Like I said, if the enemy wants to chase me, I'm fine with that. Ski troops, get some reinforcements. And the rest of these guys, I'm just going to stay put as well. Hey, history kid, how you doing? Also, guys, as always, if you are fans of strategy games, Slytherin games in particular, or just any kind of strategy, you can always stop by the Agrippa Maxentius channel. I'm going to drop the link here. And I'll probably be uploading this here there as well, because this is just such a fun Let's Play. I enjoy it. I really want to keep playing, and probably keep playing it on my channel as well. Alright, so what's next for the Finns? Now, I could go ahead, I could attack this town. I'm gonna do it. We have enough units in this area right now to do it. I think it's worth it, so let's go ahead and hit it, and we can actually take back the town of Suoyarovi. Not sure what this is going to do for us, but maybe it'll cause some confusion to get in the Russian lines. Maybe, instead, it will actually get this unit killed. Either way, we've got enough reinforcements back here to defend this this sector. So I think we can experiment a little bit, I guess you could say. Okay. I think that's good. Let's go ahead and end it. I'm not happy about having our units here in Suoyarovi, but at the same time, it's a prestige thing. We take back a beautiful town for the Finns. We're probably going to lose it next turn, though. Let's go ahead and go. More artillery fire. Alright, so that's what I was worried about. They did manage to get behind us with the truck and destroy it. But of course, they've got 5 turns to make it to the objective. We've got bunkers waiting for them. So whatever happens, we're ready for it. Nice job, boys. They held out against that armored car attack with no casualties. Give them hell. Right there. From the woods, we're definitely going to have an advantage. And it looks like they want their town back. It's really our town, but they've taken it once. I'll let them have it. Send these ski troops back as well. We can pretty much eliminate that unit this turn. There's no way we're going to do any damage to that. So we're staying put. And don't forget, we've got these bunkers here just in case they break through the lines, which they probably will at this point. What I'm going to try to do is chase them, as it were, in the best way we can. There we go. So they're through to the bunkers. Let's hope that these bunkers can hold back Russian tanks, because our men certainly can. So it's really all up to those defenses there. Not bad. We actually managed to do a little bit of damage to the tank. I'm going to hit this armored car. Actually, what if I go straight for the tank? Now, obviously, wouldn't we cut him off if we did this? What the hell? I'm going to try it anyway, and we're going to get a flanking attack. For these guys, we'll just reinforce. And I think the same story is going to be true for these guys here. Well, actually, let's go for it. Nice. So if we manage to actually corner the enemy, we can do some damage to their armor for sure. And they're trying to get right here to Dolvayarovi. That's their main goal, so we can't let them get past. And I doubt they're going to be able to get there that quickly, but we probably should have been sending some of these troops back anyway, up north to Toyayarovi. Still think we're okay, though. Now he's in the middle of both of these bunkers. 2. Come on, boys. Might have to chase this guy. We might have to chase this tank. Just for the hell of it. Alright, once again, going for broke. They're sending everything they have. Actually, that guy they give some reinforcements to, which is surprising. And now, let's chase. We give chase. We must. And once again, we're still trying to move these ski troops north as quickly as possible. Might just be able to use the roads here. Still think it's very unlikely he can get there in 3 turns, but I've had more annoying things happen to me in games, in strategy games, so we'll have to see. Right now, I'm not too concerned about the units down here, because they're not going to make it there in time no matter what. We have a few Finns that may have to sacrifice themselves, but I think it is worth it. Alright, nice. Look at that. That's what I expected him to do. Move back. They like to destroy the bunkers first, because they know that their infantry is going to be moving through. So he's moving back to maybe kill those bunkers. Maybe not the greatest idea for him, but, well, it's his battle. So we're continuing here, and it looks like the enemy is going to be attacking. Once again, very strong to the north. Wow, unbelievable. And that armored car can chase down our men. I don't mind one bit. It can chase us all day. At the end of the day, we win the battle. It makes little difference to me. Fight, boys! Oh, they couldn't survive that. Too bad, guys. Okay, 18 of 20. And once again, we could probably do some serious damage, believe it or not, to this, or to the tank. So I'm actually going to hit the tank. For once, we've got our Molotovs already, and I think we can actually put some puncture wounds in this tank. Actually, it looks like, if I'm not mistaken, that looked more like an anti-tank rifle of some sort. Kill the damn thing. Good job, boys. Keep moving. And at this point, this is kind of the only time we've moved out of the woods. Engineers. Nice. I'm gonna do the same with these boys. I want some kills. Nice little counterattack. Looks like the enemy survived that. Fair enough. Pretty sure we can't purchase anything now. We only got 24 gold. Oh, we can get some Finnish engineers. You know what? Yeah, we'll revive the destroyed unit. And just in case, I doubt they'd get here in time, but just in case, we'll drop them here by Agayarvi. I think we're going to complete this mission with all objectives taken. All secondary objectives completed. Oh, your artillery sucks. And that's what I'm talking about, that top guy right there. It looks like an anti-tank rifle of some sort. If somebody can put down the Finnish anti-tank variant, that would be pretty cool. But I do want to kill either this armored car or that tank before the end of the battle. That's my own primary objective. So we're chasing the armored car, sending them back bits and pieces to Moscow. There we go. Oh, I love it. That burning wreck will serve as a reminder to the rest of the Soviets that we are not to be messed with. We're very close to victory, my friends. These troops will stay put. Nice! Good shooting. Really good shooting. So our Finnish infantry actually managed to kill those Russians. Go ahead, we'll bring some reinforcements here. And we didn't lose Gola either, so I think we're just fine. Makes me thirsty. Keep moving. We might even be able to take back Aitoki if we want to be really annoying and mess with the enemy. We take Aitoki back, but we've already held the Aitoki bridge for the correct amount of turns, so we're not exactly, we don't have to hold it for any more turns. We're still going to get a victory. Then again, very tempted to try. Alright, we're not going to get a kill on him anyway, so I'll just reinforce these units. And I believe north of Ayarvi, why not? Reinforce. Reinforce. Got some nice ski troops ready for next turn. And I believe this is going to be a victory right here. So we'll move these guys back just to make sure we don't get hit by artillery again. But I believe that we end the turn with a victory. There we go, guys. The Soviet leadership has misjudged the fighting spirit of the Finnish army. A heroic and stubborn defense has stopped the enemy advance dead in its tracks. I love it. Thank you, car outside. That was, apparently, they were happy too. So we're going to go ahead and hit exit and take a look here at what our next battle is. And look at this, the campaign event. We finally get our Molotov cocktails, guys. Because after all this work, we get our beautiful Molotovs, and that is a real Molotov right there. That is really nice looking. Bottles with flammable liquids have proven quite effective against enemy tanks. After Soviet Foreign Minister Vyacheslav Molotov claimed their bombers were delivering food, not bombs, we have now given them a drink to go with the bread. Very funny. So, our next battle is going to be over here, Tolayarvi. Finnish troops have endured the first clashes on the Soviet border. Now the army is preparing to launch a counterattack in an attempt to gain the initiative. Well, that sounds pretty tough to me. I'm going to take a look here at everybody's messages, make sure. And thank you, Pophead. Suyarvi means swamp lake. Very cool. Hello, Java Fiend. GG, thanks, man. I am absurdly stubborn. This is true. This is true. Yeah, the flickering is just me. You know, when I want to read your guys' messages, I hit the Alt-Tab button to take a look at what you guys wrote, etc. I can't watch, I can't respond to you guys the entire time, but I do my best. And yes, that is a victory for the great Finnish people. Glory. So we're going to go ahead, we're moving on to the next battle, guys, and I can't wait to see what it's like. Don't forget to subscribe if you're a fan, and make sure to subscribe also here to this stream if you haven't already. If you guys are just seeing it for the first time, we're going to try to have more of these more often, if possible. If you enjoy this, make sure to let the folks over at Slytherin know that you want to see more. So we're going to go ahead and do Tolayarvi. I'm not going to give away too many of these missions for you guys, but I'm doing something special this time. We usually just go for an hour, but because of the fact that this is a game that a lot of people have looked forward to, we're going to go ahead and push it another 30 minutes so that you guys get a look at Battle 2. So let's see what we've got to work with. The initial Soviet advance in Ladoga-Karelian front has temporarily halted. After regrouping at Tolayarvi, we now have the opportunity to launch a counterattack against the invaders. Now we get to play the cat. The plan is to strike simultaneously across the lakes of Hizaljarvi and Tolayarvi. This is a pincer attack should lead to the complete destruction of the Soviet 139th Rifle Division. Once the enemy's vanguard between the two lakes has been destroyed, a follow-up attack will push on the east and destroy the remnants of the Soviet division. While most of our reserves will be assigned to the offensive, we must also assure the protection of our northern and southern flanks from potential Soviet attacks. So not just counterattacks, but also actually defending against Soviet probing. So it's going to be tough. So we've got to clear the area around Ritishlami. And the secondary objectives are to capture the Soviet HQ in 5 turns, which seems to me pretty crazy, and capture secondary victory points. So, of course, right away, we have these units here, but we're going to need to reinforce them because they're our core units from the last battle. They're joining us this battle, and I think it's beautiful, but that being said, you know, they definitely need some work. So we're going to start putting our guys across the border here. Put some over here. I want to do this properly. This is the area we're trying to take Rittislami. So let's put some guys near Tolejarvi. I mean, this is, you know, not our capital city, but our province capital, our regional capital. So I'm going to go ahead and defend it as best I can. It's a nice little town, nicely sized town. Put some troops here, and of course our Finnish ski troops. We will put them over here to the south. Try to advance on the enemy here. No, not there. And I'll build some more troops, but I'm not entirely sure what we're going to need for this battle. I think some Finnish heavy infantry would be good. I'd love to buy the truck, but that's a bit pricey for my taste, so I'm just going to purchase and deploy this heavy infantry unit. We are reviving a destroyed unit. And for now, I'm not going to mess with the purchases anymore. I don't know specifically what we're going to need in this campaign. We'll go ahead and buy the units when we need to buy them. So I'll end the turn here. And there we go. So the whole primary objective is to clear the area around Rittislami. And if you guys take a look over here, Rittislami is pretty far away. We've got 40 turns to do that, though, so we've got plenty of time. So first things first, we want to start hitting these Soviet defenses. And actually, we could start hitting these fortified Soviet defenses, but I want to clear this roadblock first. We want to make sure that we are flanking them on all spots. Open fire, boys. Now, this time we don't have the benefit of using the forest to defend us, but I think we're going to do just fine, especially with these heavy machine guns. Would these be Maxims or MG42s? I don't know. Nice. With some of these units, we might just try to bypass. As you can see, they've definitely got defensive perimeters set up. And I think just with the attack of these ski troops, we're definitely going to need more ski troops in this battle. They're going to be very helpful. These guys I'm going to move into the woods. And it kind of lets me know what I want in my army. So let's get some more ski troops out here. You can never have too many of these guys. They're great. Purchase more. I'm going to send some to the north. Okay. And maybe one more to the south? Well, we might have to wait a little bit before we deploy this guy. Fair enough. Yeah, I don't want to hit the north. I don't see the point. So probably what I'll do is send these guys this way. Try to avoid that northern defense, but we will fire our artillery at it, of course. The beautiful 76K. I think we're good. Let's end the turn. I don't like being out on this ice lake, but it is what it is. I guess it would just be a lake, not an ice lake, right? Why would I call it an ice lake? Damn you, Agrippa. Maybe there are ice lakes out there like that just are always frozen over no matter what happens. We're going to move this guy back, of course, get some reinforcements. And I'm following the Russians. You bet I'm following. I don't care if we're right next to a bunker. Obviously, that's going to hurt us, but I want to kill these guys. Oh, see, we sent ourselves out a little too far. And we could actually put up a pretty good fight against this bunker. It's probably a good idea to take it out. Those bundle grenades are going to do a lot of damage to it. And here we go. We'll finish these guys off. These tiny little islands in the middle of the lake, which is really cool. Take the Finnish ski troops. Cut you off entirely. And they would, I mean, they would have the speed to do this. Even if an enemy unit was retreating, these ski troops would certainly have the speed to cut them off. And probably not be very nice once they found them. I would recommend surrender, although I'm not sure it would save their lives. We probably want to keep moving south, and once again, I'm ignoring a lot of these Russian units because we're trying to go for Rishtilami. We don't want to have to attack every single Russian unit we come across, or else we'll never get there. You know, one of our strengths is our probing attacks, is our ability to cut through the enemy lines and cause a lot of chaos. I already see an artillery piece there that I'm going to go for, but in the meantime, we'll keep firing away with ours. Oh yeah! Have 40 turns and you have to watch your back. Absolutely true. That's another thing about this battle. It's like it's not enough to just attack the enemy. We have got to also, you know, reinforce our troops and defend our main points. So it's tough. Nuno Inácio is absolutely correct. Okay. I think we're pretty good on movement. I'm going to go ahead and end the turn. Yeah, let's do that. What is unmoved? Oh, okay, fair enough, fair enough. Keep moving towards Givishlami. I'm going to stay in the woods, just in case there's any enemy patrols. I don't want them spotting me. But I do like the idea here of just cutting the enemy off entirely. And yeah, they're definitely advancing too. So just like Nuno Inácio said, you know, we've got to watch our back too. It's not enough to just attack the enemy in this mission. We've got to counterattack and have some troops behind for defense. And that's a lot of work for one mission. So I think the ski troops are going to be responsible for getting over to Hirishlami, whereas we keep our regulars back here to defend the front. By the way, guys, how are you guys enjoying the game so far? Put your thoughts down below in the comments. We always try to read them. And is this what you guys were looking for when you thought of the Winter War DLC? And are you excited? By the way, don't forget, if you have not yet purchased the DLC or have not yet gotten the DLC, make sure to go pick it up. For those of you that have it, obviously, you can play it right after this stream and have yourselves a great time. Looks like the enemy still has some biplanes here. Death from above. The Soviet Air Force is present in significant numbers, impeding maneuvers over open ground. So this is the thing, once again, why we should stay in the woods. Now, there's a Soviet supply dump here. I'm definitely going to go for the Soviet supply dump. And in the meantime, we're going to keep moving these guys. We might send one of these guys back. In fact, I think we will. But with the ski troops, we're going to keep moving forward. And we are going to have to be in the open for a little bit. So, forgive me. Yeah, this troop might be in trouble. Well, this is interesting. A mortar barrage. We're not going to do that. Well, what the heck? We'll try it out. Might as well. We're not going to complete this mission in 30 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and try some new stuff out. Getting reinforcements in the middle of a lake. I mean, it could happen, I guess. We're going to keep moving towards Hirvasara. I think I'm saying that correctly. And we'll attack from the north. Of course, Finnish is one of the most complex languages out there. But a very pretty language, in my opinion. Keep moving forward. And Hips is right. We should have had some artillery here. Next, obviously, if we came back to this battle, we would. But it just goes to show you how you've got to be very prepared out here. Let's see who hasn't moved. Yeah, we'll keep moving with the ski troop. Why the heck not? And just imagine for these Soviet troops not getting supplies at this point. We cut off their roads, damaged them. If they were getting cigarettes or hoping for some warm borscht or something good to eat, they're not getting it anymore. Probably not for a long time. I mean, they could make pine needle soup. I hear that's kind of edible. Oh, Artie versus Artie. This I like. Damn. Alright, well, that Artie is torched. I pretty much expected that, but they really don't like artillery pieces, I'll tell you that much. Now, I could move north and hit their Artie, but I think the idea here is to keep moving towards the main objective. I'm not going to attack, I'm just going to get some reinforcements. But I might attack with this unit. I definitely should have hit the 7th. Ah, maybe not. If we can get a kill here, maybe not. Good work, boys. And once again, reinforcements. Okay, ooh, interesting. So they've got an armored car defending the ammo cache. And I'm assuming that this is where a lot of their ammunition is. So I'm going to try to take it. I mean, when you have a supply dump, if the enemy has a supply dump, if you can destroy that supply dump, that's a big deal. I'm not sure we can, but we're going to try. There we go. Those Molotovs definitely are going to burn through. And I think Molotovs through an armored car, that's like a knife through butter. A lot of these Soviet units, as you can see, we're ignoring. We're just bypassing them, basically. We should probably keep one guy at Toyarvi at all times. Though, then again, if you take a look here, none of our points are actually main victory points. So we could probably just keep going ahead and attacking and kind of ignore our own main points. But I'm guessing Toyarvi has to have some importance if the enemy takes it. I wonder how poorly I'm doing at saying these Finnish names, or how well, I'm not sure. Yeah, that center bunker is a problem. We've got to, that's why we're using these Finnish ski troops. I'm hoping this is enough to push through to Rishdishlami. Of course, I wouldn't mind getting some more troops, and actually we've got enough to purchase. I'm just not sure if we have a room to actually drop them. So let's close that. Whoa. Deploy. Yeah, as you can see, not enough supply available in the region, which is very unfortunate. Let's end our turn. I could send these guys south to help take that supply depot, which I think I might do. That Soviet Air Force, what? Not a very good Air Force at this point in time. It looks like we actually had some AA fire there. Is it possible that our guys can deliver AA fire to that biplane? I guess it is. That's pretty cool. We're going to, of course, move back to the town, reinforce that heavy infantry, and keep hitting this ammo cache. Might have no usefulness at all, but supply dump, that name suggests that this has a lot of usefulness. So we'll take the supply dump, and I'm hoping this is going to really hurt the enemy. Cannot stop us with our Molotovs. I'll let him get away. We'll go ahead and reinforce. How you like me now? Here we go, just cutting off the enemy everywhere. What is this? Wait a minute. Whoa. What kind of... Why is the... Why is there an arrow next to the Soviet hammer and sickle? Maybe this is a Finnish a red Finnish unit, a communist Finnish unit, you know, separatists of some sort. I don't know. But that's definitely not something that looks like a Soviet unit. Very interesting, though. Let's take a look there. Soviet infantry. Alright, maybe just a tiny little bug. And let's see. Get out of this ice flow. In fact, we don't even really need to attack over here. We can basically just have our troops attack from the south and ignore the rest. Look at that. Look at that territory. We've already screwed up their supply lines. Oh, you're talking about the bunker to the north over here? This bunker here? I think I see the one you're talking about. Well, we'll get to it. Once again, we're not trying to beat this mission. We're just having fun. We've got not too long left in the stream, and at this point, I'm just trying to have some fun. But I see what you're saying. We could, of course, surround this bunker. I think we're going to ignore this bunker and this bunker. We're going to just leave them, and we're going to go bypass them, go for these other areas. Yes, attack us at home. See what happens. I think we should be able to take that armored car out. There we go, down to 1. Of course, it's not a necessity to kill this thing, but we're going to do it anyway. Is that a polycotopole? What kind of plane is that? Heavy machine guns. For this guy, we're just going to reinforce. And I'm still curious to see what else they have back here. Boom! I could go for Kivishlami. And there we go. So we've taken back a town as well. And we could also take Kottishari. I'm not sure what benefit that would give us. Well, increased victory and supply points for one. And we can finally drop those reserves. So, these reserves will drop here, very close to that bunker that you guys don't like. And we'll also go ahead and purchase some more Finnish screed troops if we can. I guess we're going to have to wait a little bit. We have enough gold, just need some more supply points in this region. What do we do? Do we go for that town? Do we go to try and take Kilyadavi or not? For now, I'm going to keep moving forward. We're actually not that far from Ritishlami. You're trapped. Oh shit, hello. Kill them, boys. We should probably be able to finish them off here. Ooh, we're gonna have to wait a little bit. And I think we can end the turn. Thanks, Javador. Yes, I could have used the undo button more than once during this Let's Play. I would also like the undo button. But we got that first victory. That's what matters. The glorious Finns have won so far. I think that's pretty much all we want to do. And I'm thinking a lot of these Russian attacks are kind of a distraction. Our main goal is to get that area, you know. So all of these Russian attacks, etc., might not even need to pay attention to them too much. The main goal is to get those ski troops behind the enemy lines. That's really the main goal. So they're going to keep pushing from the north. They might take some areas. I'm not too concerned about it. Cannot shoot through trees, you crazy Russian. Not unless you have a really, really high-powered machine gun. Alright, we're gonna keep moving. Across the frozen river. And in the meantime, you know, our regular troops really can't move this quickly. We've got 3 ski troops able to make this journey, and that's what matters. Could also attach Valour. We didn't do this before, but we're going to attach him to a ski troop. Just going to improve his battle skill just a little bit more. Being led by him, obviously. Finnish hero. And we keep moving. I'm going to go ahead and give these guys much needed reinforcements, and we'll hit that Soviet unit. I'm going to pull back a bit. Actually, I'll pull into the woods, because I want them to get in front of this bunker so we can open fire. And we can still get some pretty great shots from the woods here anyway. Let's see, we'll move these guys forward, and why not? Cut them off entirely here. And once again, nobody's identified what kind of machine gun did the Finns use. A heavy machine gun. I want to know myself, I'm curious, in the Winter War. Because it looks like a Maxim. It looks like it might be a Russian gun, which is possible. We'll move this guy right through. The ski troop can get right through their lines without any issue. There we go. AI's taking a bit of a bit long to think there. I like that. That's right, run away. Run back to your babushka. Let's keep moving. I really do want to see what defenses they've got around Rishtishlammy. Maybe nothing at all, or nothing to write home about, which would make this that much funnier. They've already got a BT-7 right there. Or that's a T-26, excuse me. A bit more ferocious, so that's probably going to hit our ski troops very soon here. And we've got to watch out. We'll keep moving forward with these guys. Keep taking territory. And we'll just go ahead and reinforce. We're not even going to mess about with attacking, but I will fire some suppressive fire here against the Russians in the forest. And if you don't think that mortar splintering trees can cause damage, think again. We could also lay a minefield right here, which is probably a good idea, and put a hex here for us to retreat to. This way, if the enemy tries to get across this this little road here, remember the Russians love to use the roads. They're going to hit that minefield right away, and it's going to cause some serious problems. Anyway, guys, we're getting pretty close here to the end of the stream, so I'm going to go ahead and open the floor up for any questions people have. I may or may not be able to answer them. I want you guys to keep in mind that I am an independent contractor. I stream for Slytherin, but I am not a developer, so there's some questions that I cannot answer. Thank you, Nunu Inasiu. So those are Maxim's capture in the War of Independence, says Nunu Inasiu. Very cool. Yeah, they looked like Maxim, as I was like, why are they using Russian machine guns? Of course. You know my style. You know how it is. Also, for those of you here, it always helps to have some people stop by the channel. You can always stop by here. Do a lot of strategy games over on the Agrippa Maxentius channel, and most of the time I am the person doing the streams here for Slytherin, so we're going to keep on. Hopefully next week we'll have another stream, but it's really up to you guys. If you guys let people at Slytherin know that you enjoy this, then they're going to make us do more of these, of course. And of course, I just want to thank everybody for showing up. It's been really cool. Don't forget that today, this DLC is out. You can pick it up at any time. Absolutely, yeah, and I'm hoping that that you guys will go ahead pick this up. I want to see if you guys, especially if you guys get farther than I do. I want some comments on the channel. I want some comments on the Slytherin or I should say the Slytherin YouTube channel as well. To tell us how far you've gotten. Don't give away spoilers though. I'd really appreciate if people don't give spoilers. You know, just say, hey, I beat mission blah blah blah. This was a tough one. We always like to hear from you guys. Exactly. Not to mention, a lot of us, myself included, when you have a new DLC for a game like Order of Battle here, like we're playing today, you spend all weekend inside playing it and don't leave the house. That happens often, quite often as well. Thanks so much for showing up, guys. Hope everybody's excited about the Winter War, and we got to Mission 2. Quite a few missions here. It also seems to suggest that in the future, in this particular campaign, we get to actually make some decisions on what battles we play. So there might be some decisions to make here, and that definitely makes things a lot more interesting. Not a problem, Java Fiend. It's my pleasure. It's always fun, especially when the game is worth it, and this one most certainly is. Great to hear, Silvetti. Give those Russians hell. Don't forget to keep your boys in the woods. I just, I don't know if I didn't ban him. I just warned him, I think. If I ban him, I'll unban him. But, you know, we're usually here on the Slytherin stream, we're very, very open to discussion. But when people start acting, you know, childish or immature, we just can't have that. You know, this is a very professional stream. This is a company, obviously. We want to keep things professional. So when people get silly, we just really can't allow that. Very cool. All right, guys, thank you so much. We're going to go ahead and wrap it up here. But it was great fun, and I hope you guys really enjoyed yourselves. Hopefully we'll have another stream next Thursday or next Friday. I can't promise that. That's really up to the folks up at Slytherin. But I'm sure we had a bunch of people show up today. I think our best was 47, which is awesome, awesome, awesome. So I know people are excited about this Winter War stuff, and hopefully we can have some more of this in the future. Take care, guys. Thank you so much for stopping by. And don't forget to pick up the Winter War DLC and have some fun in Order of Battle, World War II.